Yeah, I'm back. I'm back playing more Minecraft, and this time, I'll be surviving 200 days in Hardcore Bedrock, on the next box, of course. As always, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this, or whatever content I post in the future. But now, let's get right into day 101. It's good to be back. Just gonna get a breath of fresh air and let my employees know that I am still alive. You're not one of my employees! Perish! Now I'm in the Nether. Seems fitting since I just committed murder. And now I'm in the end. What's going on? No, I'm not jumping into the void because I feel regret and remorse for my actions. I'm here to get an elytra. A pair of wings for me to soar the skies with. Please be kind, don't put me over the void. Oh, I'm okay. It's now time to explore the End Wilds and hopefully find an End City. When I said find one, I meant a large one with a ship, not this rinky-dinky roach motel. I must be on the wrong side of town. I keep finding these sorry excuses for End Cities. At least, unlike the last one, this one has some loot. And if I keep finding chests like this one here, I'm gonna be rich. Mining away. I don't know what to say. Mine all day. It's starting to hurt. I feel the pain. Target acquired. Time to pillage. Okay, let's be careful here. Take no risks unless it's worth financial gain. But this entire adventure is for financial gain, so if I die, I blame all the Slendermen down below. But at long last, I'm one step closer towards calling myself Icarus. Oh, it feels so good to fly. My legs were getting tired. And before I fly towards the sun, I must let greed get the best of me. It's much easier to loot end cities if you just fly right into the treasure. And leave no witnesses, as always. I could turn back any time, but if I keep finding these cities, I'll be surviving 100 days in the end. And with the amount of organizing and sorting I have to do every time I loot one of these places, it makes me want to go back. Does it irk you that I just repaired my elytra by using another elytra? Good. You should feel disgusted. But I don't see you with this kind of fortune, so sit down and watch how real Mogul works. Hi, it's AT&T. Whether it's practice, school, or a playdate, a quick check-in can mean a lot. Shop family-friendly deals online for back to school, plus learn how to get $200 in credits when you add a line of wireless service. Terms and restrictions apply. Reply STOP to end marketing messages. Hey, we back in the crib, let's go! Huh? What happened? Did we lose a villager? The footage froze and I got scared. During the corruption, I organized my findings and added new chests to my storage. You didn't miss much. I was just getting organized. The only thing exciting that happened, besides the Great Freeze of 26, was me adding Respiration 3 to my helmet. This cobblestone shed in the back corner of the village needs to be fixed. It's made up of walls, blocks, sand. It needs to go. A new one with proper infrastructure in place for infecting would look so much better than the previous model. Hey man, wake up! I'm temporarily moving you to a new location for the night. And trust me, nothing is gonna go wrong, I swear. Just because they're unoccupied beds doesn't mean you can have children! Okay, whatever you do, don't touch each other after the curing process. Remain 6 feet apart from one another for the rest of the day. I said not to touch him! Please remember to leave a good review on Yelp, and don't forget to check back in next week. At the Stronghold Library for some books, and by some, I mean every single one. That's all I did day 108. Well, that and getting lost trying to get there. I'm legally obligated to take care of the villagers and make sure they remain alive and not devoured by zombies. And remember when I said I had dreams of flattening the land around me? Well, that's what I'm doing for the next few days. That's right, I'm expanding my ownership of land to whatever I want it to be. A new wall will go up, the village will be rebuilt, and the villagers, yeah, they'll be treated the same way as before. But in order to get to that, I need to dig dirt and carve cobble. And I can already tell that I'm gonna hate working on this project. There's no one else to do the job for me but me, myself, and I. Well, I have a little brother, but I'm strongly against child labor. A piece of history will be demolished today. I'm pretty sure it's called Farmer's Frontier or something. New soil needs to be installed and these crops need to be removed. I can easily build a more structured and organized factory in the future, don't worry. This side might be the worst. Actually, no, it is the worst. Nothing left to do but to get my hands in the dirt and start shoveling. Come on! Dig faster! Faster! Hey, look at me! Finally using my elytra for once. It's like I forgot I had it in my inventory. My boss told me I need to be at work at the crack of dawn. Hope he doesn't mind if I sleep at the job site for the time being. Don't you love sleeping on the concrete floor?
I don't. It hurts my back. Just fight through the pain, man. You can do this.
I tripped on a stick and got injured in the job. I want to keep working, but since my boss doesn't want to do the lawsuit, he put me on dirting duty instead. He didn't mention anything about lighting up the open space beneath me, though. I'll mark it with a sign and worry about it later. I'm going to choose to ignore the growling and moaning underneath me for the time being. I'll check back in later. I'm back to digging! I hope I don't get any more injuries. Ah! I got dirt in my eye! Listen, man, I know it's been rough, but you're almost done. You can do this! I would like to put in my 2-week notice. Or maybe I could take off my armor and jump into this ravine. But I'll wait until I'm mentally insane before I commit to such an act. Closing up the ravine before I let the voices take over. They got close. Too close. Also did a little terraforming. It's better than digging dirt. Okay, maybe I have lost it, but at least let me try and play it cool for the time being. I'm so close! I can taste freedom! There's just a couple clusters of stone left. Don't give up now! It's flat. It's flat. It's flat. It's flat! I know, villagers. We're only a third of the way done. Hooray! I can start walling the area that I have flattened now. But there are a couple houses in the way. And the netherwort farm. I need to start planning in advance. But the outline of my Great Wall is done. I just need to finish leveling the land within and replacing all the stone on the ground with grass. I would like to work on demolishing this house in peace, if you don't mind. I'm not touching the village perimeter until I clear out any random things that are in the way of construction. And these houses gotta go. Alright, 1 down, 3 to... Hey! I told you to leave me alone! Jeez, everybody's bothering me today. Just let me work in peace! I got 1 more house to remove before I can start leveling the village itself. And I can use all the materials I'm getting from these old buildings to make new ones. Alright everybody, we're on lockdown. Get inside your houses or you may not live to see the light of day. Oh, you don't have a house? Well then you better make sure you're out of the way. In case this wasn't already enough work, I now have to demolish some buildings within the village because they're buried in the dirt. May this 17-day-old hut rest in peace. I will be making a 3rd installment at a later time. Sorry, pigs, you gotta go. Thank you for your service, even though all you did was be a bunch of freeloaders. Still dirting day 124. I have no complaints because this is 100 times better than digging. Oh no! I'm digging! This used to be a beautiful hill right here. Then I came along. And you already know what happens next. Hope you enjoyed my story. Good night! Building homes today, but I only got 1 done because I confused myself on how the roof looked. Time to do it again! Whoa! Look at that! It magically appeared out of the ether. Is there a problem? Oh, I know what the issue is. There's no sound. Silly me. I should get to fixing this problem immediately. The problem still isn't fixed. I should be hearing the soothing sound of blocks breaking right now. I might have to give my sound guy a call. Well, the sound guy couldn't figure out the problem. Perhaps that's a good thing since the animals are so freaking loud. Oh wait! I'm the sound guy! These issues are starting to make sense now. The village looks a little empty now that some of the houses have been removed. It's only fitting that I make new ones in place of the old. It ain't nothing fancy. Gotta maintain that villager aesthetic. Here you go, guys. Now you can stop working in that hot sun. I need my employees in tip-top shape. The farmers, librarians, and the cleric have to stay outside for the time being. There's no room for them in that building. I need donations and funding for house construction. 50% of the population is homeless here. Something other than building structures and flattening my world gives me peace of mind. I just ask that you don't question my farming tool of choice. I'm certain today was used for the purpose of gathering resources in order to use them for more construction. But personal gain and growth overrides all things. I'm preparing to go on a journey. Is it because I don't want to work on anything in the compound for a few days? Partially. but I've rarely explored my world ever since I became an all-powerful being. And what's the worst that could happen? I fall into a ravine and take half a heart, and my travels are already paying off. I found a jungle just about 2,000 blocks away. Melons, bamboo, jungle temples, pandas. What else does a man need? Found a sulfur cave day 133. I have never seen one in person, so it's worth checking out. Look at these adorable little things. Don't know when I'll ever find one of these again, but I'll take what I can and move along. Help! I'm falling. Took my vitamins and found a mangrove swamp. I want to get a sapling here, but none of the trees have fully grown seedlings on it. Maybe if I stop killing the wandering traders, I might be able to buy one. I doubt I'll stop, but it's a train of thought. Hey, a local gas station. I need 20 on pump 8. Hello? Anybody there? It's fine. I'll just stop at the next one. I'm not so sure about this one, though. It's infested with crackheads. Call me lucky, but I just found a desert and a badlands. And a jungle temple. And a coral reef! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Make an attempt to stay humble. After seeing this chest, though, it makes me want to go back into a more developed society. It's a wonderful place with a wonderful name. It's called home! But I'd like to keep exploring the desert and badlands while I still can. And maybe this deadly mineshaft could be holding the keys to the kingdom. I don't care how rich you think you are. Finding diamonds is something you can never leave behind. Diamonds are the key to happiness and can cure all diseases. I mean, just look at me. I'm happy. I'm happy, I swear. Found a desert village with a strange cleric building in it. I have never seen this before. And I'm a village connoisseur. But I've seen this before, and I will never pass up on a desert temple, even if the loot is okay at best. This desert is worth money! Every single block of sand is worth $1 in my pocket. So I'm building another portal, marking it with a lodestone, and coming back here once I have about 30 cartographers. Just gonna find my way back without burning the hairs on my chinny chin chin. It's that or hemorrhage, or a concussion, or being shanked by a pigman. Made it back to my portal, and was greeted by a large white man and his gremlins. Back home and getting organized. And that took the entire day. Welcome to the world of Bedrock Minecraft on an Xbox. No more distractions. I need to get this done now. Inside of the wall needs lights, but before I get to that, I need to build the wall up. Else all the creeps on the street will simply hop over the one block. And bulking up the corners for aesthetic purposes will make my boring wall have a little life. Don't mind me. Just doing some math. The perimeter inside the wall is large, but it's not even. I managed to get one side exactly 100 blocks long, but the other is 105. And I can't stand imperfections! It's not too much work, just gotta move one wall inward. And now that the wall is done, it's time to do more math. I'm not a fan of birthday candles placed sporadically on the ground, but glowstone on the other hand, now that's some clean placement. And all I did day 141 was risk my life getting about 300 blocks worth of this stuff. It's a combination of survival and vanity. One takes precedence over the other, but I won't tell you which one. If I manage to screw one of these up, another wandering trader is getting it! And, for now, these blue-hooded freaks get to see the light of day once more. Still lighting up my land, day 143. I gotta make sure it's all spaced apart evenly. And while this may seem boring to you, I have my own form of entertainment right here. He reminds me of my younger self. I'm almost done, both with mowing the lawn and placing glowstone. The closer I get to finishing this, the more excited I get knowing that it will look incredible at night. And boy, oh boy, I was not disappointed. It's beautiful. It's everything I could have asked for. Now that I've solidified my life as eternal, it's time to increase my immortality even further. I'm looking for Depth Strider for my boots, and my friend here will give me exactly that. That is, of course, if he would actually give me what I want. But he didn't, so I'm gonna build something as a means of pushing back his untimely demise. A nice little dock outside the wall will surely add some depth to the premises. No, this dock won't just be used for decoration. I will actually be fishing on it. And with this rod, I'm probably going to be fishing for the next 54 days. I got a bite! It could be anything! I fished up a bowl! Of all the things I could have fished, I got someone's thrown out trash. Fishing gives you peace of mind. It puts you at ease. The gentle breeze and calm waters soothe your soul, removing the mental strain you once had. I thought I I mowed this lawn completely! Why is there one blade of grass still standing? Anyway, back to the cool, calm, and collective dock I now fish at. Nothing can get to me when I'm up here. The dock is elevated above the water. So until the phantoms start nibbling at the hair on my head, I could stand here and fish for as long as I want. I have work to do though. I need to build homes for the homeless. I'm gonna keep the Plains Village aesthetic for the purposes of consistency, not because I'm lazy. Building a new infector day 149. I'll probably make another one after this one that's more industrial, but until then, this will do. It's just a stone brick box with a zombie named Carl in it. I'm not even going to use Carl for infection. He's just there for decoration. I do need a better system for curing and infecting. Every time I do it, I always end up losing a villager because the diseased want to nibble on someone who is already cured. I'm fine with 2 guys, though. I just need to brew more potions. No matter what, Carl loves the company. My guy, what are you? You are the definition of a wolf in sheep's clothing. Do whatever you want, I guess, but until you figure out what you want to be, I'll be fishing in the meantime. Alright, back to bargaining. You know, sometimes you don't get what you want in life, but you have to enjoy the little things before you... Forget the little things. I find ways to get what I want here and now. Carl understands. He knows me. Fishing once again. Trying to get books that a villager won't immediately give to me. Fishing doesn't make me money though. Neither does chopping down the ever-thinning forest beside me, but it's for a good cause. And before I use that wood for the greater good of humanity, I need to replace all this stone with sod. There's just one issue. My pickaxe is slow. I've had to build this thing from scratch, and the only thing that's missing is efficiency. And knowing my luck with trading, this may take a while. The power went out. No worries. Nothing broke. I hope. 1, 2, 3. Hey, no, come here. Yeah, there you go. 4, 5. Alright. I'm pretty sure my count is on point. No one has vanished. That's good news for me. I wouldn't say the same for the villagers, though. Well, you know the deal. Take about 15 days to get one book that is overpriced and then realize you wasted all your money on something you'll only use once. He gave me aqua affinity instead of efficiency. Do I speed up my mining process, or do I become an aquatic creature? I'd rather be the next Michael Phelps. Okay, man, just because your friend gave me something that caught my eye doesn't mean I won't berate you to give me what I want. And if you try any funny business, I'll make sure you... Oh, I apologize for threatening you. I didn't mean it. Just, give me whatever you want to give me. It doesn't matter. As long as you're happy. I didn't know he had the power to make my game crash. I also didn't know I could be threatened by a villager. Fished up an efficiency book last night, so now it's time to get back to work. And with the digging done, it's time to start filling in the gaps with dirt. I also love the subtle reminder that I have to light up the cave underneath me. But it's finished. The grass needs to grow, but it's finished. Well, what do I do now? Burn the forest down and kill off the weak! Now that I can breathe underwater for long periods of time, I can easily gather the clay that lies at the bottom of the river, and I only get distracted roughly 5% of the time. Perhaps I leave this tower right where it stands. A landmark that serves to inflict fear and distress amongst all enemies of mine. But I think the riches that will come from this may do a better job at that. Come on, baby, show me that money. Give me a second. I dropped a single piece of sand in the collection system. It'll come right through, just wait. There it is. Just like I said, my new super secret project requires some glass, but it's always good to have a little extra in your pocket. How did you get in here? Like, what? How did you manage? Do you know what I'm building? You don't? Well, you'll find out soon enough. Have a clue now? Okay, well, since your feeble mind can't comprehend my genius, I shall tell you. I'm building an auto pumpkin and melon farm. If I can sell these crops for one thing per emerald, then why not make an industrial contraption for unlimited money? Leave me alone! I'm industrializing! Installing the collection system today. After this, all I have to do is plant the seeds and then let everything else do the work for me. But I made a mistake. Do you see the mistake I made? That's right! I need to shift all the redstone forward by 1 block. You're so smart. The farm is done. I'm leaving the top open in case I feel like expanding upward. Today is trading day. Today is trading day. Today is trading day. So, I've been thinking, and yes, it's not good for me to do that, but I've never found a pillager outpost. Not one. So today is the day that I find one. And what do you know? I found one towards the end of day 163. The reason I'm looking for one of these is because I want to do a raid. It was either this or the Wither, and we all know I made the right choice. So I'm grabbing all the bottles I can before I head home. I will also be marking down these coordinates because I'm certain I'll be coming back. I'm in the caves now. I need redstone. I have little to none left, so I'm down the depths to get more. I plan on being here for a little while, so I made a little hole in the wall to sleep and organize my findings. And anything I find will be mine for the taking. I don't care who it belongs to, it's mine now. There's just one favor I ask. 5 seconds apiece! Just leave me alone! I have plenty now. That is the only reason I'm leaving, not because I keep getting jumped every other minute.
Dad, can we get some fresh pumpkins from the market?
No, son. We have an industrialized contraption that produces pumpkins for us at home. I have returned. No need to be scared. I'm not gonna hurt you. If myself from the past saw all this iron, he would have had the time of his life, or he would have had a heart attack on the spot. But I'm certain that in the future I will pass from lung failure after inhaling all these fumes. Now that I'm certain I'll be doing a raid later, it's time to prepare for war. And that means digging a trench for my enemies to fall into. And of course, like any good trench, there has to be a collection system. Before that though, I need to place trap doors so that mobs with less than 5 brain cells will walk and fall right into the hole. I am thankful that I have a little more than 5, else the villagers would scavenge my body looking for spare tools and parts. Building another trap today. In case pillagers spawn on a different side of the village, having another lag increasing trap will save me time when I call the enemies to their doom. Okay, enough of that trap. It's time to move on to another trap. I've been meaning to add another layer on this monster farm for some time now. No better time like the present, and maybe I'll come here more often. I hate it because it's slow, but I feel like if I add another layer, my hatred could soon be converted into love. Jesus eats crisp! It's much more efficient now! The only issue now is that some of the mobs die after hitting the ground. It's an easy fix, just put water at the bottom. It takes a couple extra hits to kill the mobs, and creepers have a chance of exploding after the first hit. But the spiders won't randomly die on the spot. Another day full of trading! Hooray! I also put a couple armor stands with different types of armor, but that causes lag, so don't grow an attachment to these. They will be removed immediately. I tore down these walls just to put them back up. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Just trust the process. I ran out of cobblestone, which means no more walls, which means I have to mine to get more cobblestone, which means I can craft more walls. Little did I know, I already had walls in this chest. I didn't even see them within the first 5 seconds of me opening the chest. It goes to show how organized I am. Anyway, I gotta build another house for those villagers sleeping on the grass. I hope you guys like this place. It would have been so much cooler if y'all went up the stairs into the attic I had. But I didn't realize you had bathmophobia. Enough worrying about someone else's needs. Time to focus on mine. I have no issue farming crops with a pickaxe, but people have started to think I have a mental illness. I will not confirm or deny having one. I just prefer the signs to be a little less obvious. I have no sugarcane to my name. Even with all this fame, I have none at home to gain. The swamp is the key to achieving what makes me happy. It is emeralds, you see, but it's rockets I need. So all day I spent collecting crops for rent, and if I don't pay up to Trent, I will be living in a tent. I would like to find a trial chamber, and this fella here will sell me one. But I forgot I have supersonic speed enabled, so everything froze in time. The first guy didn't buy glass panes, so I showed him a world full of unicorns and rainbows. But the new guy does, and he just sold me a trial chamber map. So off I go on an adventure. Alright! I found it! I poisoned the... I don't know what happened! Well, I'm here now. Time to grab all the pots, grab some barrels and hoppers, and get all the keys for the loot boxes. Wow, worth my time. I got a piece of chicken. Where'd you come from? Quit running away! Some loot isn't worth my time, but items like these here explain my ever-increasing greed.
Alright, round 2, here we go!
I want them big boy crates, so sit still so I can kill ya! I just got a heavy core. What? This is my first time ever finding one of these. Well, I have a mace now. I'm sure I'll use that on a consistent basis. I disagree with all the haters of this place. I just got an enchanted golden apple. Trial chambers are goated! Back home now. You already know the deal. Take an entire day to get organized, cause this is Xbox Minecraft. All I did was mine day 184. I didn't know what else to do with my life, and when that's the case, you go underground, get some ores, and think about what you should do next. I don't have anything in mind yet. Just let me think for the rest of the day, okay? Just wait till tomorrow. I'll have something in mind by then. I know what to do. Build a proper nether hub. You know, one that doesn't allow the whites to keep spawning. I'll slab the floor in the portal room, add some stairs, make the tunnels look a little bit nicer, and just figure it out from there. Thank you, Magma Cubes, for reminding me why I'm doing this. I think a checkerboard floor pattern would look nice here. And a little basalt trim on the corners? I might be cooking here. I'm out of basalt and quartz, so I'm out of the comfort of my own home to traverse the deadly nether wastes and basalt deltas to find some. Remember that desert I found a while back? I have a lodestone pointing in the direction of the portal I made, so I'm carving a tunnel all the way there. I'm also building one there. And bridging across open lava with ghasts and skeletons trying to hit you off is an absolute adrenaline rush. I don't have to do this. I could sit in the comfort of my own home and trade with the villagers in peace until day 200, but I'd rather tease death just a little bit. I'm continuously asking myself, why build a tunnel when you could fly? I don't know when I'll answer my concerns and logical thoughts. I would like to go home now. I'm sick of tunneling. I've almost traveled 1,000 blocks. Well, I'd rather make this trip than flying 8,000 blocks in the overworld. I'm here now. I didn't record the last bit of the journey, but I will tell you that I got jumped by about 30 little piggies who were heading to the market. But I now have a tunnel that leads straight to the desert and Badlands. I will not be going back in that tunnel. Digging 1,000 blocks in the nether changes a man. At least I can finally get a new axe. Oh! Time to inspect this hole. Doesn't seem too bad. The glowstone pretty much solved the zombie issue. No need for a caution cone here anymore. There's no point to having these old buildings and farms out here gathering dust, so I destroyed them for resources. The villagers don't care. They can't even see over the wall.
Why am I in the nether?
Oh, of course. I'm here in the dangerous fortress to get wither skulls. It's so much better than traversing the safe and harmless tunnel I made. I'm not fighting the wither, I'm just preparing for the worst that is yet to come. And I'm using this time in the fortress to bust down the walls and expand the spawning area for wither skeletons. I'm actually loving the open concept. It lets me know that my hard work is not going to waste. This place will be massive, and carving all this now saves me the trouble once I come back here to get more skulls. I will find a way to cheese the wither. I'll fight it the proper way the first go around, but I'll make sure its descendants are suffocating in bedrock. Back home to add more space to my storage room. That's all I did. You should know by now that organizing takes an entire day. No! No! It cannot be! The sound is gone! No! I blame you for my troubles. I had a whole inspirational speech prepared for you, dog, but now you get nothing! The only benefit is now you don't have to hear the obnoxious raid horn every other second. Okay, everyone is locked inside their homes in case things go from bad to worse. Alright, here we go. Raid time with no sound. Hooray! I'm shocked at how well these traps work. These fools just walk right in without a care in the world. My main man, come here and give me a kiss. I am now immortal. Nothing can kill me. Nothing! Try and stop me! Go ahead and try! Why is it so laggy? What happened when I wasn't looking? My crops! My crops! I won the raid, but my farm is destroyed. This sucks. My farm is destroyed and my sound is gone. I guess the only positive of the situation is that I made more money. And after all the struggle though, me and the villagers deserve this last day to just relax and trade peacefully. It's a real shame, but sometimes you just gotta work with the hand you're dealt with. Well, I did it. I survived 200 days in Hardcore Bedrock Minecraft. Yeah, I know the sound randomly vanished twice, but we pushed through these setbacks. And if we can't, we cry in the corner. But thank you so much for watching, and who knows, I might even go to 300 days and fight the Wither. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.